In this video, I'll walk you through the exact method that my agency used to secure our first AI automation client. This is the one video that you cannot afford to miss. Consider this your roadmap to bringing your AAA dreams to life. To be honest, I wish that there was something like this when I first started, because if there was, I would have made my first 10K in probably less than 30 days. But first, if you're new here, my name's Gavin, and just this year I started an AI automation agency, Automation Unlocked. We specialize in providing bespoke AI automation solutions to businesses, propelling them into a new era of operational efficiency. We began by developing simple make.com and Zapier workflows, but have since stepped up our game by incorporating custom AI solutions. Now we're on track to achieve 20K in monthly revenue in just a matter of a few months of being in business. I'm sure you've seen a ton of AI automation guys pop up lately, but trust me, I'm not just another one of those guys who hops on every trend and tries to make a quick buck. I've been tweeting about my journey in building my AAA since March. I made my first TikTok back in April, and I have a lot of great content for you guys to come, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification. The market for AAAs is vast and growing, with businesses of all sizes recognizing the value of automating mundane tasks. But breaking into this exciting new field requires a carefully crafted strategy, so be sure to watch this one all the way through. Right now is your golden opportunity to make a name for yourself in this exciting and emerging industry. We're still very early, and if you follow this process and scale your own automation agency, you'll gain not only financial freedom, but also the gratification of owning a successful business that's poised to stay relevant for years to come. So, let's talk about how I secured my first AI automation client. Well, the first step was actually offering my work completely free, and that's exactly what you should do too. Now, you don't want to do anything super complicated that's going to take you a ton of time and devalue what we do as an industry. But when you're first starting out, you need the experience and you need the social proof. Plus, it's not necessarily completely free. You need to establish with them that you want a testimonial in exchange for your services. You can just use testimonial.to and send them a link for them to leave a review, which you can then embed right onto your website. That's what I mean by social proof. Great social proof and testimonials are a sign of a legitimate service. This can be either a simple text review or a video review, only in the case that you generally provided them value and saved them time. So once I put some tweets out there that made it very clear what I offered, I reached out to a variety of agency owners on Twitter offering make.com automations entirely free in exchange for a testimonial. After approximately 20 DMs, I finally secured my first client. He trusted me with automating his onboarding flow and lead qualification process. Here's a look at the exact automation that I built for him. A Google form with a new client's information triggers a webhook, which then makes multiple Google Drive folders, multiple subfolders, as well as invites his client to Slack. He also assigned an internal team member who would own that account and also got added to the channel. Lastly, both the internal team member and the new client both got personalized welcome messages. The second automation for him was this call book flow. This is where we watched form responses on his website and performed different actions based on whether those leads were qualified or not, and based on whether they had booked a time on his calendar or not. While these tasks were super simple, now that I look at it, at the time, it was super intimidating to me as I had literally never used make.com in my life. Working full-time by day and grinding automations by night, I soon found myself overwhelmed, caught in a loop of constant errors and reiterating the same scenario. But with patience and persistence, I managed to crack the code bit by bit. But it wasn't easy. That's the main reason why I'm making these tutorials and helpful content, as well as starting my Discord community for automators, because I wish I had something like this to turn to when I had questions. So if you're keen on mastering automation, I highly recommend you join my Discord community in the link below and network and learn from other AI automation agency owners. So with this first project, things took longer than expected and the client ended up being super needy. To be honest, I really dropped the ball with not setting clear expectations around how long it was going to take to complete the project. The problem was I was really clueless about how long it was actually going to take me. I should have told him it would take 3 to 4 weeks, but instead I said as soon as possible, so within a week, he was already expecting everything to be finished. I ended up taking 3 weeks, but by then, he had been a real piece of work. Granted, the process wasn't exactly flawless, I still built some really valuable automations for him completely free, so his rude attitude was a real slap in the face. Even after multiple apologies, he still wouldn't even leave me a testimonial. I was really discouraged, I was angry, and meanwhile, my business partner had got multiple amazing testimonials for the free work that he was doing. I felt like I'd hit rock bottom, but I wasn't about to throw in the towel. I was determined to turn things around. I knew the potential, I believed in our mission, and I knew I just had to keep grinding and keep learning. And sure enough, my persistence was rewarded. My second free client got on board, and I eventually earned that amazing testimonial. I also learned a ton of awesome automations around his CRM, and eventually he actually became one of our first paid customers as he saw all the value in our services and came back about a month later, and we ended up closing a deal for $2,000. By doing this free work, it allowed me to showcase the potential of AI automation solutions by filming videos and posting those on social media, as well as screen sharing the automations while on sales calls. After this, it became a lot easier to sell as the people that we were talking to could verify that we were legit, and they were more than happy to pay for our services. Now we charge anywhere between $3 to $10K per project, and we have some clients who come back every single month on a retainer basis. By the way, be sure to leave a comment on this video as I'm giving away a free 30-minute consultation with me for one lucky commenter. So be sure to leave your feedback and let me know your plans if you're starting an automation agency. While there's no better feeling than getting your first client and finally getting paid, this is where the work is just getting started. This is when you need to absolutely put your foot on the gas and start grinding. I'm talking nonstop work to get this business off the ground so you can really quit your job and go all in. The most important part of running this agency, or any agency for that matter, is getting in front of the right people at the right time. So now I want to talk a little bit more about how we scaled from here and how you can get a nonstop flow of paying clients for your agency. There are two main ways we get leads. First from content and second from outreach. We've also had some business from word of mouth, and we've also now offered a white label service where we work with other marketing agencies and have them upsell our services to their current clients. But for now, let's focus on content and outreach. First, getting leads from content. Now that you have done some work and have some testimonials, every single day, and I mean every day, you need to be posting valuable, informative content on social media. Whether that's blogs for your website, LinkedIn posts, tweets, or short form videos on Instagram Reels, TikTok, and Shorts, these platforms are full of business owners, whether it seems like it or not. I have a friend whose AI automation agency gets a majority of his leads from TikTok, and he's on track to do multiple six figures in revenue this year. While I don't recommend that and think an omni-channel approach is best, I think that it's very clear that there are many paying clients on social media. I once heard someone say that the sellers on social media are loud while the buyers are silent, and this is generally accurate in my experience. At this point, I get people inquiring to work with us every single week on these platforms, with Twitter being my #1 lead source. I suggest getting Tweet Hunter and taking one day a week to just grind out as much content as possible, and then throughout the week, make sure you're engaging with people as much as possible. Next, you need to make short form content showing off your automations. I signed an absolute whale of a client just because he saw one of my 40-second TikToks. It's actually insane how powerful content really is, so you really just need to stop waiting around and go make it happen. Make sure to follow me on Twitter @Tibby for some behind the scenes looks at more automations I build, as well as getting ideas on what kind of tweets attract leads. Notice how I keep a clean feed with absolutely no retweeted tweets so that when someone stumbles upon, they know exactly what I do and what I offer. The next way to get leads is with mass cold outreach. With tools like Instantly AI and Drippy AI, we send thousands of cold emails and DMs, all with a personalized touch thanks to AI. This is a numbers game. The more people you reach out to, the higher your chances are of securing your first client. But remember, customization is key. Show your prospective clients that you understand their unique needs and that you have a tailored solution specifically for their business. Your scripts need to be relevant. Here's what our instantly cold email campaign looks like. We have 5 domains with 3 accounts for each. What does this mean? Basically, you buy more domains that all redirect to your main domain so that you can increase the volume of your cold emails. If you send hundreds of emails a day from the same inbox, that's how your account can get flagged and eventually banned. That's where Instantly comes in. You upload all of these domains, all of these emails into Instantly, and they start warming up the accounts. Warming up is essentially where Instantly sends and receives a bunch of fake emails for you so that everything looks legit and the accounts seem completely normal. Once you warm them up, you can begin sending 35 emails per day per inbox. This results in over 500 personalized emails every single day, along with personalized follow-ups every 7 days after that for the leads that don't reply. As you can see, we have domains like Automation Unlock Sales, Automation Unlock Marketing, and these domains all redirect right back to our main landing page. In regards to scraping leads, we use LinkedIn Sales Navigator along with Find Email to scrape thousands of emails from later. We then run those emails through Bulk Email Checker and Scrubby.io to ensure that they are legit and verified emails. We're currently scraping 5,000 emails every single month. For DMs, we've used drippy.ai, and there's tons of other tools like this. You also don't need to stick with just Twitter, but it did work well for us. Cold outreach automation is an absolute hack. We have a campaign going right now, and we've been able to really pique the interest of business owners. Most of them haven't had an offer like this and are really clueless about automation and AI, so we get a lot of interested leads this way. So at this point, we have a ton of inbound leads, a ton of outbound leads, and we're doing much more complicated automations than what I had showed in those original slides. This will come in time. As you get better at automating, you have more things to show off, and thus creating a funnel of constant inbound leads mixed with a good amount of outbound leads. We also create custom AI chatbots using BotPress, and we use this as an upsell to our clients along with these automated workflows. We've had some clients spend 4 months with us continuously renewing their retainer because we just keep adding more and more value and finding more projects and things to automate. By following these steps, you'll be well on your way to securing your first AI automation client, and you'll be able to scale just like we did. And remember, this is just the beginning. Once you get your foot in the door, the possibilities are truly endless with how much you can scale this business. That's all for now. Keep hustling and keep automating.